in order to do counter picks and stuff.
That's
So-
actually pretty cool. But
Yeah.
speaking of cool, Rivers is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Seed number 1,
Hell
and
yeah.
for a good reason. But of course, going up against Unknown. Tell me about Unknown. Do you know anything about Unknown? I am scared of the Unknown.
Jesus, you need to get that, dude. I'm a little terrified of the unknown as well.
I've been reading a lot of Lovecraft recently because of Halloween, so I'm like, it's got, it's kind of circling around in my head a little bit.
Ooh,
Ooh.
monsters that you can't really see, so they're contributed into your mind. Ooh.
Ooh. But you know what? We love scary stuff here. And Unknown coming out with a great tag for the season and looking very comfortable right here going up against Rivers. He's like, I made it to winter semifinals already. I've done my part. I've gone as far. I've accomplished a lot today. But hey, if I can get a win on a Rivers, if I can win the sets, I'll be over the moon.
Alright.
Shout out to the Celebrate a Diversity t-shirt that Rivers has got going on. Always love seeing that. And we're going to PS2. Not the agreed upon starter for Luminosity, but we do love PS2 here in Tri-State. It is our favorite. Speaking of favorites, Sheik versus not Diddy. Oh, no.
Is it a Crom?
Please, Crom. Oh, no. We're just... There we go. Yeah, all right. Great handshake, great dab up. no, he's like, I'm ready. Ready to get rocked.
Oh, man. Ready to get rocked, or still in the room for upsets to happen. It's the magic of Smash, magic of locals, but Rivers would have been one of the consistent seed number 1 for a reason. This is kind of one of those matchups. It's the two characters that have risen up, not just a tier list, but in people saying maybe they're a little better than we thought. Diddy Kong definitely having the bigger spotlight, however, with players like Tweak and as well as Sheik having the little lesser ones, like Void would be one as an example. Another one would be it's slipping
What,
off
JP?
of the tip of my tongue. There's another talented Sheik player who's been making waves.
Honestly, Rivers is, whenever I watch Rivers play, I always think to myself, this is Tweak at home. But I say it in the way of like Oreos versus Sodexo cookies. Sodexo cookies are just Oreos, and they're still really, really good. So Rivers still excellent right now, getting comboed a bit, but finally that monkey flip into a kill. Man, almost a kill. Sheik is way too light for my liking.
Web JP.
But
There
yeah,
we
that's
go.
what I said.
Web. Oh, I didn't hear it. I thought it cut off. I think it got cut off.
No,
on my
that's
end.
okay. No, Web JP also phenomenal. Unknown. We can actually take some notes from that. And the note is, don't try and challenge Diddy at the ledge. Unknown going into the unknown, but coming back for that second stock.
Able to get away with it, and Rocket Barrel's clinging onto the ledge. I think was hoping for maybe a ledge trump, but instead, Rivers patient, not threatened by it at all, and a great pickup on that banana. Now just going for an empty little thing, but didn't read the DI good enough. Great snap with the banana, but the Rocket Barrel still good enough to break himself out, and the trade of aerials, the weakness of Sheik's attacks kind of coming in, rearing its ugly head. Even the forward tilt, not enough. Can't get the fall through because of how high up the percent it is,
Okay.
but finally the grenade goes off, and tick, tick, boom, finally able to get stock number 1.
Still keeping it pretty even here, but Rivers already fighting back off the Angel platform. Trying to get that forward tilt. Banana is gone, but Unknown is throwing it away. Doesn't want to play with it. So we got that popcorn going. Great cancel. And Rivers just keeping Unknown at the ledge. No room to breathe at all. And Unknown is not going to get anything started if they keep whipping grabs like that.
Look at this. The tempo's kind of changed because Rivers is just like, I have a lead. I can threaten with the hoo-ha if you're not, real quick and fast enough. And just understanding that, yeah, like Sheik just wants to kind of get the solid hits in. So why not just play this boxing game where you're fishing for your kill confirms, your win condition, and just go ahead and maintain that patience. Because, yeah, if Sheik lands a few hits in, it's not going to do too much. While as Diddy Kong, you land one hit, it can be lethal or lead to so much damage. Is kind of the hard part about it. And an excellent parry into a follow-up down smash. Break it down.
Rivers,
But,
man, Rivers virtually untouched right now, but a fantastic jab block. Finally just kind of delays that grab, and Rivers getting the grab and up smash. Oh, when does the pain stop? It never does.
I mean, it's like what I said earlier, right? Rivers lands a hit, does so much damage. Unknown lands a hit. It's iffy at best from like how well, you know, Diddy Kong's able to kind of just get away for those things. Great DI though to avoid the threatening dares. River's just kind of going for it, saying, hey, why not? And flies off to the other side of the stage. Even Sheik's speed's not good enough. And a great double jump into the reverse fair. Actually, could have been a bear, doesn't real matter. Gets the job done, gets the damage. As stuck in the corner, but to me, the diamond cutter, not gonna cut it this time though.
Yeah, Rivers, unfortunately, harder to fight than diamonds.
Oh yeah. That's the pressure, man. It creates diamonds, and you go past that pressure, you get talented players like Rivers.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rivers is the diamond, and Unknown is the coal still being grinded down into a diamond. Oh, but you know what? Maybe he's a shining example of what could be.
He gets it down, and here we go. Needs to get these hits in 100%. It's a pretty good percent to be on a Sheik. A lot of moves kind of like start getting in and working into combo sequences, and maybe can kill potentially a little higher when you get that rage. But here's the problem. All of a sudden, you're one down tilt away or a surprise down throw into an up air from dying, so you have to be so aware of it. Whoa, barrels flying off into there. Rivers, hold up.
Right,
Reaching
Rivers.
a little bit, missed grab, and the banana does get caught out there, and utilizing that Z-drop action. I'm loving this, but you overextended with that nair. Usually a really good option, especially the late hit from how safe an immediate grab does work out, and the up tilt in response to the banana catch. Both of them nodding though, but some excellent movement at the end.
Yeah, that was so close. Even Rivers like, man, you had me like right there. No, that was really no. Go back to Unknown. He was like talking about, like, man, you know, I was doing this, I was doing that. You wouldn't die, I wouldn't die. Yeah, I do feel like the banana was a trap right there. You know, expecting to try and catch that, but hey, if you're gonna catch it, then obviously you're gonna be a lot more vulnerable. Running it back to PS2. I think Rivers has to watch their back with how close that was by the end.
Yeah, it's like jingling keys in front of like a baby. You're like, here's something you can grab.
You want the banana? You want the win?
Yeah,
you want the win? Come on, come take it.
And then they grab it, and then you slap the baby. You know, it's gonna get intense. Yeah.
All right, for folks at home, do not slap your babies. Do not.
Do not endorse baby slapping. Do not do that. But great recovery on there. Tried with the barrels. Racers the wall. Oh, I love the attempts. You try to use the needles to snipe it out, but just missed the angle. But no punish on that one. I love the needle play. I love the B reversals with the movement, trying to mix it up a little bit and making sure that Rivers has to kind of keep guessing. And that was a really slick tomahawk, and utilizing the pressure even more. Unknown. It's the confidence boost from game number one. Might have lost it, but all that movement at the end, I think, is kind of letting Unknown saying like, hey, yeah, it does work. It will work out as long as I kind of continue on this safe pressure. And look at this movement coming into play, but banana in hand. You have to be so damn careful. Diddy Kong with it.
Oh, no.
One of the best players at it, and an excellent monkey flip. Not even the spike. Just sends flying off to the right side of the stage.
Something that I have noticed is that Unknown is actually choosing a lot better options here in neutral for having to poke and prod. Like, you know, we were looking at before that Unknown was approaching a lot with fairs, and they were actually missing just because Rivers was down tilting, and that's damn Z axis. You know, you'll see sparks, it won't hit even if like you wait until the last minute, but down tilts, some tomahawk grabs, those are way safer on shield against Diddy. And Unknown is finally caught up with that, and it's like, okay, if I can then convert off of that, because down tilt will convert to a lot of things for Sheik, then I think they stand a chance to take this to a game 5, if it gets to that point.
Saw glimpses of a raindrop in progress there, but just the DI was just too out, and maybe just a little bit of high for percent, but an excellent 1-2 confirm off of that one, cleans up the stock. Thankfully doesn't have so much rage where it would make it really inconsistent, but now landing the hits in, but they're not guaranteed. That's kind of the problem with Sheik sometimes, is that you're kind of betting on your opponent, you know, saying like, oh, some of this pressure is not true, but they'll be a little too scared. But Rivers understands it. Instant grab from the banana, not even moving. That's the confidence you got to have. And now just fishing for a down tilt and pressuring with that shield, knowing that the grab could happen, but great string. That's what I'm talking about, expecting your opponent to swing so you can just kind of get that counter hit in and move on forward. And great stuff happening, overextension, but the speed of Sheik is good enough.
And there we go. What do we see? We do have needles almost there. Unfortunately, misinput there, whipping that down tilt, which could have led to something. It looks like Rivers is down tilting themselves into any sort of confirm. At 117, she could die. We're going to get that banana out of the way.
No, you can't do that one. And oh, could have been a little different option there, but Rivers wants to flex a little bit. I understand. A point gun, point blank peanut pop gun directly to the face.
Do you know why they call it a peanut pop gun? because it pops
Say
you in
again?
the air.
It's true. It do be popping like that. And just kind of caught one directly to the skull. It ain't no iron, but it will do. No! Didn't fast fall enough!
Oh,
Wanted to
there
get
we
it out
go.
there, but gets this one instead.
All right, you know what? Sometimes it's a drizzle. Other times it's a raindrop.
That was not a raindrop.
That was not a raindrop?
That was a droplet.
Oh.
That was just like the good old thing. Raindrop is one where you're above, you drag them onto the platform, then fall through the platform with an up air.
Oh,
So they're
my
stuck on
apologies.
top.
There's so many names. But anyway, we got a name for this. An upset in process.
Could be utilizing that neutral game, utilizing the speed. You know, not a lot of characters can compete with Diddy Kong's like movement, but Sheik's one of the few characters that can, and Rivers consistently DI checking with that down air. Wants to get a little lucky, maybe a preemptive little option, but the down tilt wasn't in range just yet, but they collide. Banana in hand, great movement by Rivers. Needs to avoid it out there, so Unknown getting caught up in this scramble. You need to be so careful, however, of that whiff punish power and distance that Diddy Kong has, because you are one good hit away from landing in the confidence to just run up grab, knowing that Rivers is expecting something else. And ooh,
the jab into the
timer.
grab. It was. Okay, there we go. Back at ledge. Not going to fall for that trap again. Throws the banana out of the way. And the up air finally taken the second game. Oh, look at him. He's all saucy. Like, that's what's up. I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, Unknown has the confidence to make this happen. Like, they're smiling and stuff like that, and they're able to get those setups like I was talking about with the drag downs. Usually a lot of those can miss, like the first one where I was unable to get the last hit drag down on a platform, but instantly was able to recover it and get the second one to get the forward smash. So that's real good confidence. And Rivers, you know, kind of playing with their food, utilizing a low do options. Loses a game for it, but still real good stuff on Unknown. But this is the Rivers combos I was talking about, 56 in the blink of an eye.
Uh-oh. All right, Unknown. You had your moment to shine, but now you got to really turn it up. No, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the hitbox for that? It's like the size of 5 Diddies smashed together.
Damn.
Terrifying stuff.
It's a monkey bomb.
That's right.
I'm talking about no Call of Duty either. Real nice and deadly. Gonna attract the attention, but grabbing onto ledge, gets sniffed out. How many times has Unknown been leaving the ledge at a similar timer, and Rivers is catching on? Up smash out of that option and gets a stock at a very early percent, but we've seen what Unknown can do. Just forced into this game, but Rivers is just performing so well with it. Great little attempt and gets the guaranteed damage as well off of those multi-drag downs. Oh, good stuff.
That
and
has
a
to be
missed
it.
air dodge. I think you should be able to still make it back, though.
Oh, barely, though. Tried again like the last game to try and stuff that out with the needles, but Rivers is just so good at recovering. No down tilt. It's trying to pressure. Monkey flip coming out, stuffing it all out. And still gets the banana.
Yeah. It's really close, too. Almost had the aerial in time, but able to work it out. 107. So you are in prime position for a few confirms. But Rivers is playing around that so well. Just forcing Unknown to go for these really, you know, kind of the hit and run to reward of some kind of hit after a punish. And now, yeah, just responds in tune. And like, yep, you can't hit me with that one. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep with this lead. No banana in hand. And it's not going to be a strong attack afterwards. So Rivers staying alive at 156. This is curse of the Sheik. All the Sheik players kind of talk about saying like, yeah, you can't get those kill confirms at those like golden percents. It becomes so much more difficult to finish the job. Look at this, 167 now. Rivers just playing the keep away game.
Oh my gosh, still not dying. I think something that I think Unknown is starting to do a lot better is trying not to approach like once Rivers is at the ledge and hanging it. Instead, an up smash out of shield. And I think Unknown is doing better kind of camping on these platforms. Rivers has to kind of fight to get on there. Makes it predictable when you don't really have a lot of options like from the ground. Yeah, you got up air, but it's not going to do too much if you're not on the platform itself.
Yep. More so in the favor, and oh, Unknown thought the side splash were connected, but did not, unfortunately. So, forced back on the drawing board in the neutral game. Ate so much percent in these few interactions, and now 127. You are in a prime range for a banana into any smash attack to take it, and as I say it, comes into fruition. It seems to be, it's all Rivers in a dominant way. And wow, a full like double jump hop.
Yep.
Was able to drop the banana and still had plenty of time to get the follow up. Jeez.
Yeah, Unknown trying to keep up with this fast pace, not really changing up this tempo. Instead, they're like, well, it worked once, it's got to work again. And Rivers is playing to a whole different beat.
Oh, and then the back hitbox of down smash. We'll be able to punish it afterwards. So once again, the pressure continues. But Diddy Kong, oh, and even the edge cancel, actually able to break Rivers out. And a little bit of a smash attack to see if he can catch a jump of some sorts or a neutral get up. But Unknown will be staying a little disciplined, trying to finish off the stocks with an attempt needle or an edge guard. But Rivers is playing so damn well.
No.
Great parry timer, but the instant defensive options outward into an up smash. That ain't your turn. And the run back. Ooh.
Rivers is like, you want to run that back? It's like, bro, you just won. What do you mean?
You want to run it back with a certain finger raised.
Hey, that's it. Do not disgrace the national bird of Jersey, okay?
That's true.
Oh, it's so unfortunate. I feel like Unknown had the right play there. And maybe if he held shield instead, or just kind of backed away for a second. But instead, you know what? We'll see if Unknown learned anything there from that last game. He has a chance to bring this to a game 5, but Rivers obviously wants to secure their dominance as seed number 1. We'll see what happens.
And a little bit too much delay on the up air, so unfortunately we'll have to kind of opt for something else. Still a real good pickup and reactions to that. The down tilt does connect. Both of them actually running into each other, kind of showing off that they're really respecting each other's ground game, opting to go for more movement tools rather than throwing out buttons. But buttons will be thrown out as Rivers continues with this aggression.
No.
You have Unknown pinned to the corner. Will be able to make it back and force to do that nice little tech to pick up the banana, but that is a re-grab afterwards. It will come back, but Rivers,
and they lost the
unrelenting
banana.
force. Unknown can't get back.
No, he will get back. You gotta believe. Okay, I have lost belief. Unless. Ooh, good SDI there.
Yeah, thankfully it was in the air, so no trip. No harm, no foul. But continue the aggression. I mean, this is a lot of rage, so Unknown can make something happen. So Rivers really has to respect that when you are one drag down away from being executed. But continue the aggression, throwing the banana up into the air, and it's going to be the jab. I love that. The jab check saying, like, hey, you're going to keep pressing a button. You're going to lower that shield. Maybe I can sneak this one in. But speaking of sneaking, the up smash finds its way, and Rivers once again with the lead, but this time at a much higher percent. So Unknown doing a little bit better.
Whoa.
But rocket crash 56, blink of an eye.
Jesus, that was like 32%. I think what Unknown is trying to do here is you were talking about those golden percentages for Sheik. You know, he's not trying to go for a lot of damage. He doesn't want to have Rivers rack up to about 175 anymore. Instead, he's trying to go for these back airs. He's trying to go for these down tilt into an up smash. Anything that is going to avoid the situation that he had that last game. But 143.
That was such a smart reversal. Knowing that the regrab was going to happen, and instead catches it overextending, can't get the follow through. There's too much percent and a little bit of rage. So this is going to make it even harder for Unknown to try to finish the job.
Yeah, you know, as much as you try and go for those gold percentage kills, you know, it's unfortunately death by 1,000 cuts. Not for Sheik, but against Diddy, you know, 178. You got to be killing way sooner than that.
Yeah, finally gets it, but now you're back at the golden times. You're like, all right, my opponent's at low percent. I can try to get these like strings and death by paper cuts. Yeah, but 5 interactions can still work out there. Working on it one by one. Maybe get lucky, great tomahawk, but can't even get the follow through. Maybe too much rage. Usually a really guaranteed thing, and Rivers is on point with it. So trying to get something started, trying to gimp at the recovery, but instead it's going to be Unknown that gets hit with it. But great timing by Rivers, saying you've been consistently jumping from that ledge. It's real good, but I can make sure that I'm ready for it. But speaking of ready, Unknown gets a nice little thing going on, but still cannot land the bouncing fish.
No, fortunately, fish is a little limp right now. Put it back in the freezer.
Yeah, floppy fish.
Okay, there we go. Jumps back to ledge, a little safe, misses the jab instead of nair out of shield. And Rivers is just kind of running away with this. No hoo-ha, not going to kill just yet.
Yeah. This was just so careful with the banana, being able to throw it out once again. Thankfully, he was able to break out of that monkey flip. So optimal time, bouncing fish, utilized to stall the recovery, but just let's get it out. And the roll gets caught So much whiff punish range. I swear. It's so... There's a reason why they hold shield with banana. They can just hit you from across the stage, have enough time to run up there, and hit you with a smash attack or a follow-up of any sort. Raw bouncing fish flies in there, gets the hit, but the percentages are looking very grim, especially when you keep amount of the stocks, and Rivers just looking for one mistake on Unknown's end to try to punish it out on there, and the jab checks. Consistently throwing it out on there, saying, you're gonna probably throw something else, and just kind of works it out there. But now it's borrowed time. We'll see what Unknown can do. Oh!
Actually dodged the banana. Okay, but what do we see here? 154. You got to start killing, and you do. 126. Listen, Unknown can do this. You just need a couple interactions. If you can get back to stage. Does have banana. Not going to be in play here. Oh, but the roll in, that up tilt will kill. That is such a long reach.
That's insane. What the hell? Reached all the way from roll distance. And it was a sweet spot too, because it does come up from a reverse, kind of like a Mario up smash. So it does work out there.
I have always said this. Rivers. Diddy is one of the best characters and is more busted than people think. In the right hands, they are oppressive. But
yeah, it feels like Rivers kind of cleaned it up after game 2.
Not really cleaning, more like, you know, vaporized. We're gonna have to put some soap, dish soap there on Unknown with how hard he got washed.
But you know, you gotta get washed in order to become clean. So
that's right. It's all part of the process.
It's all part of there. I mean, honestly, still taking game off. Still has a losers run available to kind of continue that moving forward. But on the other side that we'll be getting into soon, we actually have Haven versus Tio.
Oh, that's going to be a hype set.
Oh, yeah. Real good stuff. We'll have to see what can be there. But excellent stuff by Rivers. Really adapting to it. By just kind of understanding, like, yeah, I'm just going to use my superior movement and as well as with punishing power. And just knowing that, hey, I can just make sure that I play around your hitboxes and understand that when you need to like make the approach option, it just makes Sheik's life so much more difficult.
And you know, I think something important that you said during the matches were that Unknown was making the same choices at ledge every time, not in the ledge trapping, but in recovery. You know, always jumping, sometimes rolling, and Rivers was prepared 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. The jab checks were funny though. I was just like, oh.
Jab checks were great. I wish they led to something.
Saint Street Fighter.
I know, right?
Rush after a jab confirm in order to special cancel. That's a different game, different character, different time.
Unknown would be a great Cammy player. You know it. I know it. He'd be so good. Maybe we should get him a copy of Street Fighter 6. See what happens. Get his confidence up a little bit. But you know what? We could see him in grand finals still. You know, this is not the end of bracket. Like you said, he's got that losers run.
Yeah, and now, like you said,